Testing volume. Test, test. It'll have to do. Sorry, I'm trying to set up things. We have decided to play on the PS4 again, despite the issues it gives us. My attempt today is to try and do it without the group chat open, which I usually use to run my sound, and see if that stops it from kicking us off the Wi-Fi, because it is now obvious that this is some kind of PS4 issue, because this does not happen on the PS5. Anyway, welcome to Fortnite Morning and Chill and Chat with Sephiroth DX, and happy Pride Month. One moment, I'm still setting a few things up here. What song is this? I like this song. I'll be right back, still setting some things up. Okay, I'm back. Let's re-intro. Welcome to Fortnite with Sephiroth TX, and happy Pride Month. Let's get in here. We have a few things to talk about, including Pride Month and a brand new Batman 0 point issue. But let's do the usual and get here and see what there is. First off, yesterday night, this was released. ピンクマは見知らぬ次元に飛ばされていた。そして新たな仲間と出会い、戦う力を手に入れた。多くの犠牲を払いながらもなんとか島にたどり着く。そして今ピンクマの復讐劇が始まる。 Have I mentioned I just love Japanese as a language. If I had the time and effort I'd put into learning the language and the concentration ability, but let's just say today I went to go make coffee and forgot to put a coffee cup under the coffee maker. Yeah, I don't have the ability to concentrate that much on learning a new language. It looks like the only news today is that and then Red versus Blue. So let's go to the item shop, shall we? That, by the way, was the crew pack. You can get it now by joining the crew. Ooh. It looks like the originals are back. I already got the lady originals. So these are the OGs in both their current and older clothing, I think, or something like that. Or it's, yeah, I think that's what it is. I think it's current older clothing, or it's older clothing in separate style. I'm not sure. See, that right there is their older clothing, and that's like a separate style right there for them. But these are the OGs. You got Jonesy and the guys over here. I recognize that guy as the guy who rides the llama. That guy from Save the World on the right. That guy's slightly familiar looking on the left, but and of course we got the commander in the middle, who is the main character of Fortnite Save the World, and then on the right is that woman I always confuse as the commander, especially when they're in costume. Then the two ladies on the left, the very far left one's on Save the World. The redhead, I'm not sure about. You can buy them separate if you don't want all of them for 2,000 V-Bucks. This isn't too bad. Jonesy the first. And Commander Ramirez, that's right, Vintage Ramirez. And most people think Ramirez either works with or against Jonesy, because there's as much as her on the island as there is on the first. Now, whether she's the Ramirez from Save the World or a Ramirez from an opposite universe, we're not sure. I don't think Jonesy technically is in Save the World. If he is, I've forgotten. Edge Factor's back. You want some colorful polygonal textures. Counselor's still here. Little Whip is back. One of the Foodstuffs mascot. He runs the Two Scoops, which was... I don't remember if Two Scoops was in the first... You know what Two Scoops was in the first island? It was just this tiny little place over in the desert center, right? But now his place is over on near the beach, over by the sands, Sweaty Sands. I got some Snickers creamer in my coffee today, and it tastes amazing. Saxy Groove is back. Red Jade. Yeah, I'm not familiar with this one. X marks. Oh, wait, is this another map one? Okay. If you got a really good pirate thing going on here, this could be for you. X marks the spot. Yarg. Where did I bury me treasure? I never forget. Oh, wait, I never remember. Dip. Jumbo Popcorn. Harley Quinn. Oh, the DC group is back. It's still here, I should say. They saw that some of the DC crew. I don't think all the DC crew. Oh, that's right. Some of the DC crew, of course, was, what do you call it? We were here last, but before we do that, Happy Pride Month, everybody. I did a thing, which was stupid, but it entertained my ADD brain. I created a random list off the colors on the LGBTQ. Oddly, I think transgender was the most common collection of colors in here. But anything from the Pride Rainbow is in here. And anything with a rainbow on it is in here, pretty much. Oh, and anybody who is LGBTQ canon in their world is in here. Deadpool, canon-wise, is pansexual. There's been plenty of times where he's gone after... Now, to say he's romantic is questionable, but he is sexual, and he's gone after guys before, and he's made out with guys, both romantically, sexually, and just to confuse the hell out of them, because he's Deadpool. Allie here wears the blue and pinks that are on the transgender flag... Oh my god, I can't speak. The transgender pride colors, their pride flag. The orange isn't there, of course, but the blue and pink are there enough to, for me to wear them to represent that group, who is the hardest targeted group right now out of the pride group. Right now, all the religious cultists are focusing on them. I bring in Catalyst in this color, one moment, I'm bringing something up here. I have an actual list of why I did all these. Oh my god. What is my phone doing? So, she's black, white, and cold, and that could be different things. Okay. Anyway, so black or gray are black and gray are used for asexual, demisexual, different ones like that. Agender. Gold is also used in non-binary, or yellow, I should say, gold and yellow. Intersex, pansexual, just the basic rainbow. Of course, black's not the rainbow. Black is technically all the rainbows all at once. If you want to be really technical about it. So I put her in there. Firebrand is, of course, your own colors. I put pink and purple to represent bisexuality, which I am. I'm bisexual. So the pink and purple is part of our flag. It's technically pink, kind of a magenta, which is what her middle thing is, and then dark blue, which is what her mask is, or dark purple. I'm not sure. It's debatable what that last color is. If you want to debate it, debate it. Also put a rainbow on her. I need to see if I need to fix her back bling, like the actual back bling and cape for this person, because I don't know if I put the rainbow on that. If we do, I'll change it while we're here. Gear specialist I put in here because she wears what I would consider non-binary clothing. When you think of a lady, you think they dress ladylike or female-ish, but because she's a military operative, she dressed in mostly male style outfit, an outfit that before the more acceptable years would be considered more manly and less feminine. Nowadays we're kind of moving past that, at least in America, and that's better for that. This guy is purple and blue, again for bisexual. There'll be plenty of those too, because, hello, represent myself. Again, like her sister, she's wearing, her colors aren't exact, her colors are more that, her blue's a little less towards that blue, but the blue and the pink representing trans. Rose team leader has pink on her and sort of a purple. Roxy has the pink and white. White is a color in plenty of the flags. Singularity in this form, same colors. Didoo. Don't worry, as far as I know, I shouldn't say don't worry, but as far as I know, Beast Boy isn't LGBTQ, although he's not against it. But he is purple and black, which is actually a color. I forgot. Where did my list go? Hold on, I gotta find my list. That's not my list. Hell, I had a good list. My good list is gone. Oh well, I hit this list right here. So purple and black, of course, are colors used in different versions. Non-binary is one of them. Also, Labris. I'm not going to pretend to know what Labris is. It has something to do with lesbianism. I guess I could look it up. Just to educate both of us. Looking it up. Google is amazing. Who needs to be educated? Represents lesbian feminism. So it's feminism, feminism. Why can I not say that word? Holy cow. Okay, so lesbian feminism is what it stands for. Now, Harley and Ivy are in here because they are in a relationship in canon in the Prime universe of DC, as well as over all other universes. In plenty of those versions, Ivy's relationship with Harley Quinn is partially what helped her get out of Joker's abusive grasp. I do believe Raven is either pan or bisexual in the comics. I can't remember which one, but she is an LGBTQ member. Then again, she's also not purely human, she's demonic, so her standards don't sit at human levels. Don't worry, he's not gay as far as I know. But the Joker, I don't know if the Joker counts as sexuality, but I didn't put him in here for that. I put him in here because he's purple and green. Green does have a place in the large, gigantic list of pride flags, as well as the actual pride flag. Hello. But it stands for, in most, the green flags are something to do with being homosexual, and that's it. Well, there are a few others here that are like those side shoot-offs. Like a few here, and a few I don't even know. There's a large amount of pride flags, by the way, an amazing large amount. If you go look up all pride flags, you're going to be like surprised. Some of them are just specific to area, like the green with the trans symbol is the Israeli trans flag symbol. I don't know how their religion deals with homosexuality. I know a lot of places in the Middle East have it a lot harder than we have it in the first world countries. Like Saudi Arabia and Iran are violent towards their LGBTQ. And they can't even come out without risk to their lives. Marshmallow we have here because he blinks the rainbow colors. That's basically it. Though you can't really see the colors in the light of the menu for some reason. Believe me, it's there somewhere. Deadpool stuff I added just because Deadpool. Domino is not, but she's black and blue, which those colors represent different versions again. Mystique is, she has in comics actually changed into male form to be romantic with women. Actually have romantic relationships. So I guess her base form is supposed to be female, but she technically doesn't have a sex. She's technically intersex, I think it would be considered. I don't know which universe it is, but there's a universe where she actually changed into a male to have a child with a woman. So she's technically not. She's not base female. She's whatever she wants to be. I just noticed there's a skull at the top of her face. How long's that been there? Psylocke is, I believe, bisexual. Woo. Sorry, my phone's doing something funky. Again, Deadpool again. Thor, I put in here for less than rainbow stuff going on his shoulders. He was the only one I think I unlocked with that color. Cameo Chick, the pink and black, plus the outfit's very, very rebellious. You might see someone from the LGBTQ wearing something like this just to say, fuck your brute standards. Especially in the 90s, late 90s, early 2000s, mid 90s and early 2000s, that was very popular among us. Black and purple again, and then there's also the point that this is a witch, and by far, anti-homosexuality is a right-hand path or a light-hand religion feature. Hebrews, Muslim, Jewish, Christian, those are the right-hand path religions, and those predominantly are where hate against homosexuals or the LGBTQ in general come from. Witches are people who worship Wiccan or even satanic beliefs sometimes, though those aren't witches, are a lot more LGBT friendly, either in aversion to the right-hand path or because it isn't against the religion, or sometimes the religion is just pro-gay. They understand it. The Native Americans, for that matter, had nothing to do with witches, by the way, understood homosexuality and transgenderism way before we white people came in and took their land. But yeah, it's primarily the right-hand path. So the witch here is to represent all the witches out there like Stevie Nicks who aren't gay haters. Ellen Ripley is here because she was one of the first women in movies to really take on the role of the... She isn't cisgender, but her looks, her attitude are almost towards a cisgender. Not really tomboyish. Tomboyish is almost vulgar nowadays, though that was more of a 90s thing. It was okay. But more of a male role, a male lead role as a female. So she broke through that gap, and a lot of what she did in her movies since then has pushed women who are more cisgender or more towards male-like roles in real life, has pushed them forward to be more open with themselves. DJ Yonder's here just because he's got rainbows on him. Derby Domino is because of the colors on her. She's pink in the kind of seeing again, which again is close to the transgender pride flag. By the way, if you aren't rocking it, the inclusive pride flag is the official pride flag now with the transgender on the side of it. I think that the regular rainbow flag is pretty much means homosexuality in general. We're going to stick with the inclusive because they deserve to be on there. Clutch, pink and white. Pluck is pink and yellow and blue. Again, most of these are colors. Her because she's a witch. Jules because she's wearing just for like, I don't know fair. She's wearing clothes meant for a male-centric occupation. And she also looks like she can kick any guy's ass that's in such a profession. Kit for the colors. Lombro, obviously rainbow. Mecha team leader for the colors. Ditto. Ditto, she's got a pretty much what is a pride belt on. Look at that pride belt. Even if it's not on purpose, it's there. Colors. Her is colors and also is male-centric armor and haircut for that matter. Almost military style. Colors. Colors. Also, yeah, I think just colors. I don't know. The way his stance is, the way he looks, gives me an LGBTQ vibe. Just someone who's been studying us since high school when I was trying to come out. We'll talk about that in a minute. Catwoman, because she is, I believe, canonly bisexual. Also, is that skin? Fortnite's getting awfully close to showing bum there. Colors again. Ditto. Oh, colors plus she technically is a role, in a male role right there. She's Rambo. She's Rambo. Female Rambo. Colors. She's colors and she's got a rainbow on her. The yellow, pink, and green actually is something, but I think it's upside down on, or it's like technically yellow, pink, or mixed up. I can't remember. There's a yellow, pink, and green like that. Wasn't there? Or did I see something? The yellow and pink together can go for pansexual, but that's usually yellow, pink, and blue, and I guess that could be a blue. But if that is what it's supposed to be, the colors are not in the correct arrangement. Of course, that might not be what that's supposed to be. That might just be a flag color that's not put in the right order on purpose, just so people don't get upset. Any of the Christians playing this game of guns. And of course, Brigade and Beard. Branded Brigadier. What the hell's going on? Branded Brigadier is purple. Will represent myself, bisexual, but also purple and white because white's the only thing that comes up there. And purple and white are mixtures in different things. They can be found in non-binary and a few of the others. And we did the same thing for everything else. There's backlings that represent the colors. These that represent the colors. Everything else has a color representative to the LGBTQ or was to one of the ones who were canon LGBTQ. Like Table Shuffle. So, before we go into the game and actually start playing here, now it's been 30 minutes, let's get back to where we were. Yesterday we were Batman. Today we are Batman Christian Bale style. This Batman came into Fortnite at the same time, from his universe, same time the other Batman we were yesterday did, last chapter. He has his own cape, but other than that, everything else is similar. I gave him the Batwing. The other guy has the his cape is a glider. This guy's gonna get Batwing. That's because like it looks like he uses technology more than his cape to fly around. Today is not Thursday, so everything should be the same on there. So, first off, since it's Pride Day, I did write a small, stupid speech. I'll call it stupid, but I hope it's not stupid. What the hell is happening here? And we'll start it while we play. It's Pride Month. I've been a bisexual since I was a young kid. Came out to my, at the time, best friend and some same-sex romantic interests in high school. I started being more open about it in college and working to be pro-gay politically, but an aggressively anti-gay family member scared me into keeping it quiet. Every time a political thing would come back at me about homosexuality, usually it was the Republicans here in Texas going, "No, we're not going to be pro-gay. That's not Christian." And he'd get a hold of it, or he'd see it in like a journal I keep about my frustrations. He would get very aggressive about it and very threatening. I'm not sure what he would have done if I would have just come out. But, yeah. It scared me into keeping quiet. I came out fully when, he was my dad, just to call it out. So if you're a parent, remember that everything you do does have an effect on your children, and you don't know everything about your children. But, when he was no longer in our lives, I finally came out fully. I was in college by then. Family accepted me. I don't know if he's accepted me. He's got to know by now. But my mother and her family accepted me well enough. Ooh, yeah. Not. It's because he's Batman. This way? Woo. I think we're already experiencing lag. By the way, if it lags out and we quit, it knocks us out, we will come back in over and over and over again for a full 2 hours, no matter what. No matter how many times we have to do it, we're going to do it. It'll kill my viewership, but you know what? I'm here for fun, and for funsies and not for a job. It's never going to turn into it. So, whatever. Anyway, these past 2 years, transgenders have had it the roughest as cultist Republicans focus their hate and political action on them. Tennessee just made it a law that businesses that serve trans must carry a sign, and in Texas, a bill targeting the transgender in sports, illogically, is trying to be passed. So the reason trans are being targeted, by the way, are because homosexuality has been legalized in marriage. Homosexual marriage has been legalized. And Christians no longer, well, they can still hate on us, but it's now even less accepted to hate on gay people or guys who marry guys. So they're focusing now on transgenders, which do not have specific protections against said hate. I still don't actually have such protection. Fully. And for that, they're passing different stupid laws in hardcore Republican states like here in Texas or over in Tennessee that proves their politicians' ignorance and hate. The thing is, they have no proof that transgenders are cheating at sports to win. At all. They have absolutely zero proof. There's not happening. But what we do have proof of is there's a transgender male, which means born female, turned male, who's stuck in a female wrestling group because of hateful piles of poop. And he keeps winning. He is dominating the female wrestling groups because though he is a transgender, he is a he. He has a he body, he has he testosterone, and he is pretty much a guy wrestling with ladies. And he's winning all the time. He was winning. I don't think he's in youth anymore, but he was winning all the time. Now, the Texan version of this bill looks to I think it looks to remedy this by making it to where transgenders cannot compete in sex-centric sports. I don't know if it makes them compete with their birth sex, or makes it to where they just can't compete because they're transsexual. But I would, I think it's the latter. I don't think it passed. It may have actually died when Democrats walked out on the other bill, the anti-democracy bill that the Republicans were trying to push. But just because it's died, it doesn't mean it's going to stay dead, unfortunately. The engine to this Batwing is oddly soothing. Hey, somebody's here. Oh, it's the bomb guy. That doesn't make sense. Don't tell me what to do. Actually, you know, for a guy who says float a lot. Oh, did I just kill him? Huh. Hilarious. I guess the storm helped. But anyway. Pride Month is more than about celebration of the LGBTQ. It's on the same month as the Stonewall riots for a reason, because it's about the rejection of political hate and revolution that will change the country. So happy Pride Month to everyone, and let's keep up the good fight. Are you part of the Pride group, or are you a supporter? Let us know. You in the VOD can't let me know, but if you head over to YouTube, where I will be posting this, feel free to let me know that you're one of us, part of the Rainbow Crew. And I hope everybody in the harder to live countries where homosexuality and such is just completely legalized and punished from physically and by threat of death. Oh Jesus. I hope y'all are okay out there. We as Americans like to be there for us, but we're currently busy with all this stupidity and fighting from the fascist Republicans. So, we're a very weak country right now. And I don't think we can be there for the other countries. This do I have to do? 4,500. I forgot to freaking turn on fuel elixir. Oh, darn it. I'd be going faster if I had friends with pistols, but oh yeah, I forgot to show you all the bear. I'll show that later. I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, I only got one? Darn, I just wasted it on this house. So, let's see. I've been bisexual since I was young. I was a kid when I figured out romanticism and even sexuality. It was pretty loose as far as education goes back in the day, and I was at the beginning of the internet, so smart enough to break into the internet, even when I was restricted from it. Oh, hello. Where the hell did that come from? Where the hell is that at? Someone up in the balloons. Someone explain that. Hello, bears. Bears. Anyway, I was in elementary school when I figured out I liked other guys, or I guess back then other boys, romantically interested. In middle school when I began to learn about the other things. I mean, technically probably late elementary, but middle school I learned in that. I came out to I guess the first person I came out to was my best friend, and that was in high school. I always knew that my family was Christian. So I was always a little afraid of them. But when in high school and in early college, I started getting politically active. I would write our right wing, or unfortunately right wing. Oh my god! I've inherited the inability to say W's and R's are also there. It's from my mom. Anyway, anytime I do something political, and then I come back as acknowledgement form, which sometimes happens, sometimes they just ignore me. Anytime political notes came back to me, and it was over my attempt to be politically active in the LGBT. My dad would just lose it completely and totally. He was a born-again Christian at the time, which means he had quote-unquote lost his way and then become Christian again mostly for the show of it, I think. There's a whole little Will Smith song about it that I absolutely love, by the way. Primal Synth, I think I'm gonna use that. Oh, that was nasty. But yeah, he would get very not, I want to say aggressive, threatening, I guess I should say. He got very threatening anytime it came out that I might be gay. Now there's 6,000, hooray. gotta turn on Phil for the next season. But, in college, let's just say my mama kicked him to the curb, and I felt more free to come out, and I did. I came out online to my friends and close to my family. Most of them were acceptable. None of them outright practice hate to me right there and then, but most of them were very accepting of it. And from then on, I've been open. Now, not everybody knows I'm bisexual right off the bat because I'm not flagrantly gay. I'm not, like, I don't wear a lot of gay clothing. I don't wear, I guess I should say, I wear normal clothing. I wear t-shirts, jeans. I look normal. No one would guess most times. I don't pop up on anybody's gaydar. I walk into gay clubs and I get this look like, what's that guy doing there? Is he that person's escort? And usually, yes, I am the escort of the person I'm with, but I'm also like guys, so I belong in there. I am the escort of the person I'm with because they sometimes need to drive home. Sorry, I'm going through some stuff on here. Okay, let's get to the locker. Get to the locker. This is Harley. Now, she's not from this season. She's from last chapter. Oh, no, she's from this chapter. Okay, that's your last chapter. Anyway, she's from chapter 2, season 1. Now, because of what it looked like in the original Batman, we can guess that he may have been here since season 1, so that explains why Harley's here too. Or this may be a different Harley from chapter 1 that was just never shown and made it in here. We don't know how many Harleys are here, the 2-1, because there's also 0 Point Harley. And we don't know if she's a different Harley. Also, she never came out in the store. I got the hiccups, what the hell. Anyway, Harley has no back bling. She does have this as hers. Ooh, excuse me, I had to sneeze. I gave her this just because it kind of matches her look. And then I gave her this because it kind of matches her clothes. She has 2 uniforms. I think I have both of them up here. I do. We may or may not do Harley Street as well. Probably will. Continue on the dual pistols. No, stop back. Phil, holy cow. Oh, I need you to feel accept. Thank you. So yeah, that's pretty much my LGBTQ moment for the day. If you have to like chatting on it, y'all can. Check on something. 6:10. Okay, so that's 10. Sorry. My son had his first COVID shot, and I was checking on when the next one was. It was in a handful of days. One day we can maybe get society back to normal. Get everybody vaccinated and everybody talking again. But we saw the crazy anti-vaxxers out there, and the Republicans who still think the COVID that killed 500,000 people is more than 500,000 people is it's a conspiracy theory. It reminds me, one of the reasons I don't like working retail is because people are often very ignorant and stupid, and yeah. I wish my job pertained to me working behind the scenes with people, not up close half the time. Put me on a computer and I'll be happy. We'll probably go past 2 hours since we spent 30 minutes talking earlier. But now we get into the juicy part of Batman's hero point, which let out a ton of shit. Are you going to my house? Motherfucker. Well, for this one, then, you ass. My house. You go to my house, you steal my weapons. I'll feed you to those velociraptors that are chirping in my ear. Whee. Harley's look here has a very good aesthetic. I don't know where this style comes from, but I love it. It may come from that movie. Second one coming out soon. Forgot his name. Yay for dementia. No. Okay. I'm not a big pump fan, but I'll take it. Gold pumps are pretty much one-hit shots if you get them good. Thank you, just in case. I got 2 of the bow attachments over here. Let's see what happens. Excuse me? Panda just killed themselves. Okay. Jay Castle and Smoochie on my team. Hopefully one of them gets dual pistols. Holy cow, this is taking cover. Purple and gold. Purple and gold. That's not how the song goes, too. Now I'm tempted. I would usually choose this, but because it's like gold pumpy, I think I'll keep it because I can land and blow someone's head off before they kill me. They die because I use pumpies. Ooh, who needs purple and gold when you just run gold? I'll let the gold pumpy go if I get a gold. Anything else? It looks like someone climbed up in here, but I don't see a hole in the roof, so I don't know what's going on. Also, bow time. Peanut butter bow time. Wait. Oh, nope, they've been in here. We'll hope that I get dinosaurs. Hello, J Castle. You're one of my teammates. I don't know what you're firing at, though. Another one of those. Just like, take me now, I'm tempting you. Anyway, let's get, while we're waiting in the storm, let's get over to Batman. Batman was actually a really good episode today. Really good episode, really good issue. That is not the correct place I wanted to go. As usual, I'll be going through the premise of it and the major story points and special things I see. Okay, how do I get out of here? Why can't I get to the page? So right off on the cover, you see Batman leading a group of people, including Deathstroke, Catwoman, a few Fortnite people, including the Bomber lady, I forgot her name, and the Viking dude, as well as the Rambo lady I've had in here, Fish Sticks, the Skull guy that looks like he's from Destiny, looks like he's ripped off the Destiny robots. Don't expect to remember everybody's name, I can barely remember my own name. It starts off with Deathstroke holding a gun to Catwoman's head and telling Batman to drop his weapon. Batman's realizing he escaped the storm because everybody can speak. Catwoman saying it won't work because he won't remember him, but Batman does kinda remember that she's a good person. She gives a hand signal and she tosses Deathstroke. And Batman disarms him and then punches him. They have a whole fight and then Deathstroke surrenders. And he's like, sorry, I just didn't want to get shot by you. Because now they're outside of the loop. But because they're outside the loop, that pretty much probably means, as far as I'm aware, they can probably likely bite the dust. For good. What the heck is going on here? This. And we'll do that. Pretty much I'm only use a pumpy if I come down on people. Hello. Ooh, what did I say? Fuck the pumpy. Now I'm happy. Anyway, let's take a minute to look at Batman. We'll go back to playing here in a minute. So anyway, they're in here, and the Batman has all the memories of his time in the loop shoved into his head, which is painful. And Catwoman says, hey, that took a few days for that to happen to me. Or a few longer. They get in talks about teaming up, trying to figure out, because they have no memory prior to the island. That doesn't come back for some reason. They still don't know who Batman is. They don't know each other. They don't know Slade is an absolute villain. But then they meet other islanders who escape the loop, which include all the people I just talked about. Fish Sticks, Bandelette, whatever her name is, and a few others. They introduce themselves. The lady who seems to be sort of leading them is Raider. She's that one with like a pilot helmet on her and the pilot goggles and stuff like that. Magnus is the Viking dude who's with them. They can tell that they're still on the island, and apparently the island has a void beyond the water. If you go out to the edge of the blue, the ocean, there's a void, like an edge, and if you try to glide into it, it kills you somehow. It seems to just like energy away. I don't know if the people dying are going back into the loop or what, but they die in a different way than loopers die, it looks like. It's not quite clear what that void is, because it isn't in-game. As far as I know, the world's supposed to be round, but I don't know. This is all supposed to be canon. They talk about how they see the events happening that's happening in loop, but they don't always see what's going on with the events. But they're there for the events. She saw the meteors hit. She saw... Sorry, Bandelette. This is my house. She saw the meteors hit. She saw Midas try to break the loop. She wasn't quite sure what was going on there because she's outside the loop. She's outside the storm. But she saw the events happen. So the people outside the loop can still see the events happen that are happening inside the loop. They go out. They say they found this this ancient-looking stone that seems to indicate people being put into the loop by godlike beings. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people being put into the loop. And then they decide to break up and search the island for things. They find items that indicate the island's been made. That includes the a piece, that piece I talked about before, the cave drawing, a paper which may be a map or writing. I'm not sure what that is. What appears to be part of the vault from Chapter 1, and what appears to be part of a meteor. But then they decide that the only place they can't get into, the only place that is left a mystery, are the hatches. Now, if you aren't familiar with the hatches, let's get out here and play a little. If you aren't familiar with the hatches have been in Fortnite since the first chapter. I'm not sure if they're added since Season 1, or if they're added in a later season. The first chapter was the very first place they showed up. They're these unopenable hatches. They're indestructible, except for their glitches. Some glitches allow them to be destroyed. They're unopenable, they're indestructible, no one's ever been inside it. Batman figures out that there has to be a way in, because whoever has them would have to get out and in. And that they may be automatic. They may react to the energy signature left by the original people, either by their devices or by their biometrics. So he goes around studying different artifacts of the island. You can tell he's now up to date on the island because the spire's here. While he's no longer in the loop, you can still see the spire. The people said they saw the spire rise, so they didn't see the whole event. Because the event happened inside the loop. So he decides to have them scan the spire, scan different items and locations for not alien, but for what do you call it? Energy signatures that don't exactly belong to anything else on the island that seem unique. I'm on your team, dude. I don't know what you're shooting at, dude. I'm on your team. Oh, good. I'm being targeted. Fish Sticks goes under the water. Deathstroke goes to scan the tower, so on and so on. They finally, for the first time, canonly, in Fortnite history, open the hatch. And they go in. So, just let you know that that has never happened in Fortnite history before. The hatches have never been able to be opened. This is the very first time anyone's ever entered the hatch, ever showed any chance of entering the hatch. So maybe now we'll get to do a little bit of exploration down there. Now that it's canon that people have been in there, we know it's sort of in there. Sort of know it's in there. But, yeah, first time. Now, when they enter the hatch, Fish Sticks goes off on his own. He's checking for, sorry, he's checking for traps and stuff that they may have missed with the opening of the hatch. Anyway, they enter this dark bricked dungeon, which also has cave walls, and they're attacked by two stone golems. The stone golems have what appear to be cubic runes on them, along with dark that are pulsating with dark or 0-point energy. These golems attack them, and they're not taking any damage. So Batman surmises they target the runes. Wait, what the hell? So they do, and when the runic crystals are destroyed, wherever they are, the cube runes are destroyed, it also destroys the golems. I love the gold weapons. We might be losing. But not too badly. Oh, that was a weird one. I don't put anything down. Weird. Anyway, now we're going out. Make sure we actually return the lobby, not straighten it ready up. So they destroy the golems, and they enter this place full of weapons and tools and back blings. You can see axes. One of them, none of them look really familiar. There's a minigun. There's some back blings. None of these actually pop out on me. One of the helmets almost looks like Magneto's helmet. There's some vests, but again, some of the weapons are familiar from what is this? Let's get out of here. So this is Harley Street. We're not going to play as her, but we're going to show you that she's just a different version, her other outfit. She's a little less clown color, so this could be considered maybe after she gives up to the Clown Prince of Crime. Joker's here because he's also DC. Anyway, they enter this underground place, and they realize it's like a catacomb system, but there are lights, electricity. So they go looking around. Batman finds this rubble, and he's like, well, we can't go this way. But then he hears something under the rubble and finds fish sticks. And fish sticks is badly damaged. You see what appears to be some kind of burn, or his guts leaking out of his face. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it's pretty gruesome looking. DC gruesome looking. Actually, no, DC has had much more gruesome things. He's pretty much dying. He gives Batman an item, and the item indicates that it's similar energy signature to the center of the storm they've been studying. He surmises that a person with this kind of technology could enter and exit the loop in the storm as they please without being caught up in it. So similar to maybe John Jones's Rift Gun, but not exactly. Rift Gun just allowed him to rift in and out of it. I don't think he was able to do it. And then, in canon, the escaped version of Fish Sticks dies. In case you didn't catch that, R.I.P. Fish Sticks. The fuck, Fortnite. Now, because Fish Sticks, it does exist in the loop forever as his copies. And because Fish Sticks is technically, as far as we can tell, a species, so there's definitely more than one of them. Fish Sticks isn't gone forever, but this Fish Sticks that escaped the island, or escaped the loop to study the island, I should say, is dead. R.I.P. Fish Sticks #1, I guess. He is dressed like the original Fish Sticks, by the way. Now, it is unclear if copies, like just any copy, can escape the island. Like, what happens if copies get in the middle of the thing? Do they escape as a different version? Can that fish sticks come back by his self escaping once again? And it's unclear. I think the proof indicates that is a plausible, plausible. Apparently, IO seems to think in fear of people escaping and copies escaping. So it's plausible that anybody can escape more than once, which would cause mayhem if, I guess, more than one copy got out. The same people, and now there's like 2 or 3 of them. Was that rude? Probably. Oh, we got the LX. We are at 106, so if we come in, we'll come in for. If we lose it, we'll come in back. We're coming back, you. I want to do more. We've only got 7 days. I don't got a lot of time to play with these. So I want to do a little more than 2 hours anyway. But this is a Guy Joker. He came in just a couple of seasons ago, I think last season or season before last. And he came in along with Midas, who came back as Midas Rex, who may have escaped the loop, by the way. And Ivy. Excuse me. That was yawn. He's part of the last Laugh Pack, named after himself, of course. Anyway, Fish Sticks, before he dies, does give up that he thinks one of the people with them are working for them, the people who put them on the island. They have their memories, they know what's going on, they're here on purpose. It's unclear if it is actually one of the ones working with them right now, or if it's someone still lurking in the shadows. What a chicken! I swear I heard a velociraptor. Come with me, my chicken. We will run away from the velociraptors. There's nothing in here. No, chicken hush. Get the DMCA after us. But yeah, that's the end right there. Fish gives up that he thinks someone's working for the baddies, or whoever put them in there, and he dies. Press F in the comments for Fish Sticks. Freaking pigs I hear? They're making weird noises. No dual pistols this time, and only one person with me. Mr. Skill 1120. Well, Mr. Skill, show your skills and give me some pistol deaths, please. For fuck's sake. Damn. That song's stuck in my head now. Damn chicken. Fire. Build structures, burn structures. I don't know if I still need to open these, but we're just gonna open them for the hell of it. Who knows what's in there. No, I almost had that. Spook you, mother pooker. So, now to politics. Michael Flynn is in shit. Michael Flynn is a militarist who's put into power under the Trumpsy regime. He tried to play the whole "I'm not a Trumpsy" card several times. What? That was complicated. The friggin' wrong way. That'll work. Oh, you're dead. Dead, bro. Cool. Anyway, Mike Flynn, the Trumpsy militarist, was caught on video and it was exposed calling for a Myanmar-like insurrection of the military on the Biden administration. He's literally calling for the democratically elected, proven by Trump's own people, democratically elected President of the United States to be overthrown. I don't know what it takes to call something or someone treason, but that's pretty much freaking treason right there. The only people who would think that isn't treason are the treasonous. Who's shooting cannonballs at my... Damn. Hey, lava butt. I haven't seen you in a while, lava butt. Now, legally, he needs to be arrested for calling for the United States government to be overthrown. He needs to be charged with treason and insurrection, and he needs to be made an example of. The military is calling him out, the people are calling him out, But the Republicans fucking love them. They think that kind of speech is patriotism nowadays because they mix up patriotism with nationalism. They can't tell the difference between Nazis and Americans nowadays because they're all friggin' Nazis. Hello, you. Come here, come here, come here. I know you. I've shot you before. Can't see him. No one can see you behind this tree. Invincible. I mean, invisible. Okay, I can't see shit. I'm not in a good spot. This place is such a pain in the ass. Right around. Grab this for the hell of it. Oh, I'm out of material. Go as high as I can go. You have fun there. I'm out of Interesting. Oops. Okay, next up on the political section, sorta. So yesterday we talked about this lady in the French Open. She didn't want to deal with the media, so she was avoiding the media. Turns out she has anxiety. Despite all this, the French Open's president and officials were adamantly admit about punishing her through fines and ejection from the program because she wouldn't, because she was seen to be boycotting the media, which, by the way, is anyone's given right. No one should be forced to talk to media, no matter who they are. Ooh, got you in the Achilles heel, sir. So yeah. That happened. Well, it turned out she was suffering from anxiety, and that's why she stopped. But to stop the sport from being damaged, because she's a good person, unlike the French Open people, shot in the head by an explosive. She pulled out. She pulled out. She's a good person. Now, that said, it came out that what is his name? His name is Giles Marinton, who is the owner or CEO, or whatever you want to call it, of the French Open. Right in the wee wee. That's right. I said wee wee. Got a problem with that. It turns out that he went to go interview about this. He gave his speech and then wouldn't take questions, refused to talk to the media other than giving out his speech. He pretty much ran away from media that were trying to ask him questions, because even before that, this was looking bad and not in his favor. Now it looks terrible and not in his favor. So you get for being a crooked, hateful idiot. So, because they wanted to punish someone for not talking to the media, I think the FTC is what they're called, or whatever, the people who run the French Open, look horrendous. Giles Marinton, by his own logic and his own reasoning, should be fined and banished because he refuses to answer the media's question. Anyway, back in here, we are in Aquaman. Of course, he's DC. We decided the gold Aquaman. There's two versions of him. We're just running the gold, DC version. The other version is more Jason Momoa version. It's just Jason Momoa without a shirt on for the ladies. And guys might think he's kind of hot. I guess he is kind of hot. I gotta admit, he's one good-looking guy. I think he's Hawaiian, if I'm not mistaken. Hawaii just puts out good-looking people. Him, The Rock, Barack Obama. They're all from Hawaii, or they're all with blood from Native Hawaiians. I don't think Barack Obama has blood from Native Hawaiians. I think his mama was white, his daddy's from Africa. But he's still good looking, and he was still born in Hawaii. Where we go? Back into here, same thing, same stick, same stick, same stick. Same stick. We're at 123. Hey, we haven't been kicked yet. Suddenly kicked. So the last note I have for today before we disappear into the hole that is Twitter was actually from Twitter this morning. A veteran from his state confronted Lindsey Graham on owing his allegiance to Trump over America, and how it is treason to the military. On the day when there should have been respectful military, it feels like they're being left out by these fascists who are doing everything to upend democracy for their own corruption. And make no mistake, this is the end goal of the imperial capitalism. If imperial capitalists like this can get full control, then there are no workers' rights anymore. Well, our harsh work environment will get worse and worse and worse until, like China, we're throwing ourselves off the roofs of the places we work because it's just too much for us to take. Oh, it's interesting. It's actually some kind of horn. Oh, I want to do the wavy arms. Lindsey Graham's retort was to say something quickly that I couldn't quite understand and run away. He literally ran around the guy, and shuffled around the guy and shuffled as fast as he could off into the distance. And I wish that's how he treats political stance. I wish he'd find out that this was all too much trouble can go away. But maybe one day, as long as he keeps the political place, we'll have justice, and he'll be put in prison where he belongs for all the crimes he's committed, along with all the other bastards that are trying to destroy America. I really don't want that. I saved this instead. So Aquaman, it was from Chapter 2, Season 3-ish, 4-ish, whatever. The Flood season. He came in the Flood season. I do believe, canon-wise, this Aquaman isn't directly related, or he's directly related to, but isn't the DC Aquaman. I think he's from this world, because it seems to indicate that he's from the Shell Castle area, and that is this world's version of his Atlantis, and he's from here. So even if he got his memories back, I don't think he would know Batman directly, because those Batmans are not from this world. At least as far as I can tell, that seems to be the storyline here. He probably works as a major royal person under the Princess Fish thing. We got 2 Princess Fishes, actually. I don't know how that works. No idea how royalty works there. I gave him this kind of aqua blue colored stuff because it looks cool. Also, I like the ones that color everything, even the arrow. Oops. Let me actually build bones. Ah, laggy bones. Sounds like my bones. My bones lag all the time. Time to get up and go to work. Nah, my bones are lagging. Time to get up and do some chores. Nah, my bones are lagging. You're weird. Yes, I am. You know what's not weird? Laggy bones. Oh my god, I'm stuck. Okay, there we go. Hey, you. Do you sell something? Ugh, you disgust me. You know what? Fuck. Get it. Get it from me, lady. Grazie. At least we got 3 team members here. Maybe someone will get dual pistols. I wouldn't mind dual pistols just to prove that I wasted my stuff here. I don't care. Please give me dual pistols. Ah, you suck. Wait. I can work on the thing. Can I work on this bow then? Because if I can work on that bow, I want the bow back. Yes, I prefer the primal these days. Because then I can find a gas container and turn this into my favorite, a flame bow. Flambo? Oh, no flambos. Lamboni. A watery flame bow. How coincidental is that? Is ironic. How ironic that is that. That's not a coincidence, that's irony. Hey, the blue isn't covering the primal arrow. Interesting. Here we go. Whoops. Okay. Arrows? Rockets, boo. I'm not a raccoon, I don't want no rockets. Not a bad joke, just like a joke. It was a terrible joke. Fire me into the sun. Like a Dragon Ball villain. At least in the movies. Ooh, I did. But while I'm dead, I will be going to Twitter and see what there is. Really? Sorry, I'm posting to Trevor Henderson. Because he's here. Wishing us a happy Pride Month. Why will you not do the freaking emote, you freaking dick? There we go. Trevor Henson says if you're LGBT or a horror artist, or a horror artist in general, post down below. If you don't know, I am a wannabe author. I do write horror. I write more than horror. I'm not just horror, but I love writing horror. If you ever get a chance, check out the Dead Ends 2 or Dead Ends 2 or Dead Ends 3. They're my horror shorts and novellas collections. I'm pretty proud of them. I like them. Maybe they're good, maybe they're not. Who knows? I enjoy them. Guess that's what's important. I'd love to make money off of them. As much as I love streaming nowadays, I'd really like to make money off my art. Enough to live. Enough to make away from my family. That's all I want. I would like to be semi-famous, just enough to have some fanboys that, fangirls that, come visit me at book events and, read my shit. Give me their money. Give me all your money. I don't know why Mr. Krabs in it today. Every time I'm here, I feel like I got to do that. Hey, did that work? Did I miss? Yeah, it worked. Weird. I should be close enough to see the flames. Oh, there they go. Well then, I guess I'm going down. But thank you, Trevor, for the happy Pride Month. Trevor Henderson, if you don't know him, he is the creator of horror art. You probably best know him for Siren Head, or know his Siren Head, I should say. He's the one who created Siren Head. He also created some, I don't know what you call the long cat thing. Not like the old long cats, but like this long, tall, cartoon cat creepy thing. I still do not have. Oh, there. Someone is loudly shooting next to me. Damn trees. They're dead. Dun, 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 dun. Movement. Your movement. Gosh darn it. Double gosh darn it. Eliminated someone. Was it the person I just shot at and they died of fire? Weird. I'm almost out of arrows already. Okay. Where'd you get a friggin' handgun from? gonna scare the poop out of me. Good to say, in this gold armor, I am nearly camo in this light. Where are you going? Okay, good. Ray Paris was a bad guy. I think I didn't eliminate the good guy on that one. Shot her on the hip. Bump, 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 bump. Why is that song stuck in my head? At least it's a song from Fortnite, so beautiful voice shouldn't DMCA it or anything. Damn, what the frick happened there? Holy shit, is that gonna reach my tree? That might reach my tree. Something exploded down there and then that happened. That was a lot of fire. Mamacita. Who are you hand cannoning? The person is stalking me. Burning them on a brick. Weird. I totally didn't miss those lights, by the way. Those lights shot. turning down more for us. Post target? Okay. Returning to the lobby. Right now we're just going to focus on the locker because the rest of these are a bunch. Wow. Excuse my old man grunts there. That's laying in a weird position. I really do need to set up like an office space to do this shit. I'm more comfortable sitting down in the living room, but then I have to deal with family members who are either at work or listening to music videos so loud it sneaks into my actual stream. I could get rid of my bed. Just sleep in a chair for the rest of my life. Excuse you, I did not want to go to the item shop. I was wondering why it took a minute there to load. That is not Man Ray down there. This is Man Ray, speaking of DC people. Man Ray is probably the least known villain ever. Best known for the last Aquaman movie, or the first Aquaman movie, and Justice League, where his swampy base was used as the villain's hideout. And that's pretty much Man Ray's legend right there. I mean, I don't know shit about Man Ray. It says merciless and a mercenary. I do believe he is a primary Aquaman villain, and I guess like Aquaman, he kind of got left behind in the dust. Aquaman had never been hugely popular before Momoa took him over. Even then, he's just popularity. When you go to DC, the interesting villains are primarily in the Batman universe, and then you get out there and the villains are kind of meh. Superman villains are kind of meh. Lex Luthor's kind of interesting just because he's a genius and psychotic, but that's about it. I guess Brainiac's pretty cool too. But Batman's got the best villains. Hands down. Sorry, Man Ray. You're the Robin of the villains. Robin's like, wait, what? Bro, this one thing is, so I've got this liked tweet over here. I put, hey, if we're doing book crossovers, how about Harry Wizard from Harry Dresden novels? I would love to see Dresden in here. A bunch of book characters. Hell, I put my book characters in here if they wanted them. Well, mine are primarily monsters. Monsters and normal humans, unless you want the normal humans in here. At least from my release stuff. I would like to see some Resident Evil crossovers. Can't put Ethan in because we're not supposed to be able to see his face. Some people apparently hacked and shown what his face is supposed to be. I don't know if that counts as canon. You could put Tall Lady in here, some of the Resident Evil zombies. Chris's face has been very similar for a long time now. So in Resident Evil 7 he looked a little different, it wasn't too much different. In Resident Evil 8 he's back to looking like the Chris you know. And I love. So if you missed it, I finished Resident Evil last night. I forgot to hashtag myself. Whatever. We'll usually watch my VODs anyway. So if you haven't checked it out, go watch the last Resident Evil. Friggin' Heisenberg calls Chris that boulder punching asshole. If you aren't a Resident Evil fan, at least not of the games, in Resident Evil 5, Chris ridiculously punches boulders to help in the fight against the villain. Who I can never remember his name in the heat of the moment. He is like the best character in all of Resident Evil. Jesus Christ, what's wrong with my brain? Jesus Crystal. I'll think of it later. Can I please have a fucking dual pistol? All I want for Christmas is a dual pistol. A dual pistol. If only I could have a dual pistol. That could help Vegeta shoot Santa out of the sky. If you don't know what I'm talking about there, you gotta go watch Team 4 Star. They don't do much anymore in my favorite Dragon Ball Super series. But what they have out there is fucking gold. Oh, and it's the last week of school for most kiddies here in America, I believe. The ones that aren't already out. I don't believe there's much after this in most places. Unless some of y'all are making makeup days for some reason. God, I could imagine if they tried to make up the lost winter here, winter emergency we had. That'd piss off all the kids because that'd be like a week worth of the makeup, half a week worth of makeup. It's not the kids' fault. We had Snowmageddon. It's also not the kids' fault. But the adults fucked up taking care of them during Snowmageddon. I think I had the Predator's wrap attached to his guns because it pretty much matches the black and red. Just because I want your bones. You did not like that. Give me your bones. Oh wait, and I find a regular bow and arrow. Grab it. Oh look, there's Firefly. I can do both. Flies. I actually meant to blow up the side of that building, but apparently that building's indestructible, or I completely missed. I knew you were here somewhere. Not what I wanted. Freaking do pistols. Don't you tweet at me, you damn Velociraptor. I'm looking at freaking Twitter and they're still talking about the fact. Oh, so here's one. I don't think I talked about this the other day. If I did, forgive me. So, you know, we did talk about how Texas Democrats walked off walked off floor to block the passage of the super undemocratic, anti-democracy voting bill that would have limited our the times we can vote, and limited how much we can vote, and limited where we can vote, to the point to where voting is so restrictive it actually becomes almost physically a threat physically to us, because we're over there being dehydrated, we can't be served food, we can't see served water, and we're going to be there for hours in these small spots. And from what I read, they were even limiting how late the voting polls could stay open, even if people are in freaking line. With this new voting laws, they could voting bill, they could kick people out of line. And this is all an effort to keep fascism. This is a fascist effort. Republicans know that they were pretty much half-half in Texas this time around with Trump, and that hasn't happened in a long time. And they are losing popularity. Their popularity is freaking just tanking. And they know that if push comes to shove, they might just lose Texas. Eat me, pig. Don't really eat me. So anyway, going on from that, Greg Abbott has decided to punish Democrats for being much better Americans than he is by not paying them. He said that you get paid for doing your job, because if you refuse to do your job, you're not going to get paid. And the Democrats are fucking heroes. And he's a fucking villain. Fuck you, Greg Abbott. Fuck you right to hell. I hope this next election, when you're around, we blew out Texas. And that the Republicans never gain control again, because the Republicans have proven themselves unworthy of said control. The terrible people, terrible politicians, just all around terrible. Do you think threatening their a little bit of money that they're making is going to get you your way? Fuck you, they aren't that weak. They aren't as weak as you, I should say. Hello. Yes, I want this bow. Serious, I don't have enough bones. Sir, can I have your bones? Is that enough bones? That's enough bones. This headset's so uncomfortable. I like A10's sound and stuff like that. For some reason, it just presses on my head and it hurts the center of my head. Maybe my head is shaped weird, which isn't a good thing because I'm home. Got massive receding hairline, which means one day I'll probably be bald. No one wants a bald, weird shaved head. Hey, wait! I thought I did that. Enjoy the fire. I missed. Stop moving, jerk. Thank you. Go in here. Random shot. Oh, that was not a good aim. It hit the floor. Look at that fire spread. Damn, fire spread is cool. Yeah, in video games. He broke my bush. How dare he? How dare you, good sir? For that, I will burn your bridge. I killed myself. No one saw that. That was not what you thought it was. You saw nothing. Nothing, I say. Let's see what we got going on here. I don't think I killed anybody. Good wall build, even if that was accidental. Yay. Bam and yay. Damn, that was a good shot. It's a noise that makes a lot, apparently. Ooh, it looks like British PM's in a bit of public trouble for hooking up with the woman he was having an affair with while his wife had cancer. Are you surprised? I'm not surprised. He's basically a Trump clone. So the fact that he hooks up with a extremely young lady as a plausible pedophile is not something I'm very surprised about. Why are you giving me COVID-19 news updates for Arizona? I don't live in freaking Arizona. It's not local. So apparently Trump, who is still pushing the big lie that he lost, despite that it's been disproven even by his own investigations, is now pushing a lie on his social media that he'll be reinstated soon. That just out of nowhere, he will be president, and Biden's win will be legitimized out of magic. Right now, there is still the Arizona attempt at stealing the election through the illegitimate recount that is hidden from the public's eyes. There's no way that it'll be even legally accepted, even if they say, oh look, President Trump won because it's not a real one. Not to mention a bunch of terrorists from the DC attack are apparently helping count. But he won't be reinstated. Presidents don't get reinstated. They get elected. Biden was elected. It's been proven a lot. Trump can sit out there and want to be president really badly, but he isn't. We kicked him out. He's an asshole. He's a jerk. He's a pedophile. He's a pervert. He's a criminal. He's a rapist. And he deserves to be in whatever hellhole he ends up in. And I hope it ends up in that one New York prison where provides views, because that'd be a nice place for him to spend the rest of his life. Of course, he probably wouldn't be abused. He's a rich white guy. He'll never go to prison. Just face it. Unless he goes to a prison in a different country, he'll never go to American prison. Ever. This is Arrow. I thought it was showing a different thing. So this is Arrow. He's also DC. This is Jason Ahmed, I think, or no, I don't remember. Was it Jason? I don't even remember if that was his real name. This is the DCWB CW Arrow from the TV show. Even though it says Green Arrow here, the nomiker on the show is just Arrow. There's no green on it. He's a little more violent than the Arrow in most of the cartoons. I don't know about the comics. Actually, I could add that one I got the other day with Batman. That would actually work with him. We're gonna save that now. Arrow, I don't know a ton about Arrow. I know he's pretty much Flash's best friend in most iterations. He is... I watched the show a little, so that's where I know some of his background. I don't know how different it is than the actual cartoon, but he was a rich boy. He was stranded on this island where he had to learn to live on his own, and then was captured by mercenaries or somebody, and he trained himself to fight, both with weapons and hands, and his main weapon is an bow and arrow. And then he came back and started killing people who were corrupt. His main goal is to fight corruption. And the main choice of fighting corruption was putting them in the ground. I like this. Brooklyn Dad Defiant posted, the former guy would like to speak with the manager of elections so he can be reinstated as president. But the manager is us. Not going to happen. All 81 million of us have spoken. Let's head to this. Uh-oh, Yellow X. We're at 2 hours. While I'm not quitting right now, if it does go out, we won't be coming back. Heads up. We should know it's going out because everything will start freezing. I'll start lagging out. You all will see this constant load as it's trying to hang on to my signal. But at least we didn't have any drops within the 2 hours, huh? Not bad. My God, the Raptors are out in force today. I guess they might be growing in numbers as the Primal event ends. Trying to push back. The war with the Primals over in the cities never really took hold of the story or anything. Kind of just ended the cities pushing back with barriers. There seemed to be indication that I think it was either Harley or Pleasant was going to get changed into a primal-like area, but it didn't. Nothing ever happened, so I'm not sure about that. This kid is noisy. All my money. Or bottom out of stock, I'm not sure which one. I spent a good chunk of money there. That way when I do get an arrow, I can use it. I ain't gonna build anything until I get an arrow. I want to look for an arrow. Now we're hunting ravens. You know, after last night's fight with Mara, I'm cool with hunting ravens. Oh, that's a sound from outside the house. I thought I heard like a weird bass thing take over the sounds in here, and I was like, eh? You get on this side, lady. You could be in on this side. I marked you. You have been marked. You have been marked and found wanting. Oh, Jesus. Bounty poached. I'm fine with that. Seize-moi. Ah, yes, bow. That's what I want. That's what I want. That's what I need. There we go. I'm set up. I need to do this, but oh, there goes the lag. What the frick? Did fire light that on fire? I thought someone lit that while I was sitting on it. I was like, you asshole. Darkest Dungeon Gaming. Coming for Game Pass for Honor, Backbone, Darkest Dungeon. I will not be getting the Game Pass again. Digital games are a little iffy. Though my For Honor is digital. And Netflix-like gaming is always questionable because things come and go and they never stay forever. I prefer hard copies. Will always prefer hard copies. Especially at games. Because then you have it forever. Let's say one day For Honor just goes out of style and then they remove it from the store. And on the PS6 I won't have it. And PS5 or PS4 and PS5 shut down their servers, and the only way I can play For Honor single player, which because the multiplayer will no longer be playable, is to have the hard copy. I do plan on one day getting an Xbox X, but right now I am focused on paying off car stuff. My car broke down, so I had to pay off $2K for it. They're supposed to call me one day. Yes, I'm more of a to help. Go away. Wait, I chest. Surely it's all out here. Not here, upstairs chest. Let's set the boardwalk on fire, just for the heck of it. There it is. Weaponry. And to make our own boardwalk. It's a little shoddier than the other boardwalk. Burning down the hotel. Hello. Actually, you know what? With this meat, some grenades. I don't know who's in there, but I see him burn down. Oh, house is safe for me. Apparently, arrows turn pyro. Sorry, I thought you were someone else. Burn down my own people's place. Where did he go? My way. Get rid of this eyesore. everything the fire did. Is that not what I hit? Apparently that roof isn't wood either. Who knew? I didn't know there was an enemy. So believe it or not, people want to keep the name of a road Jim Crow in California. It's one of those, but it's historical. Racism is historical, but it doesn't make it right. Jim Crow, if you don't know, is the name of the laws, is the title of the laws that kept people segregated in the South. Oh, what the frick? That tree has a cookie hitbox. Nope, we lost. Oh dear. Okay, 2:22. I do have to get up and start doing work here in a minute. We'll go one more. What is actually trending? Oh, it's Pride Month, of course, that's trending. Why is that under music? Weird. Why is K-pop everywhere? Happy B-Day, Tom Holland, apparently, the actor. That's nothing interesting on there. Yeah, let's head in for one more. We're going to do one more play and then call it a day for today. And I'll see y'all tomorrow night, actually, for a Let's Play. I don't know what we're Let's Playing, but most likely Control when you get to that. Our next and final for the day is Miss Ivy. Ivy's from DC. She's a villain with kind of mutant powers with plant control. I do believe most of her bloodstream and stuff is chlorophyll instead of blood. More plant-like than human nowadays. She can control plants, and she has a basic plant biology. She's also she's immune to poison and stuff like that, which includes Scarecrow's toxin. There's someone who's in on here. They haven't had Scarecrow yet. We can release him for like Halloween. Have his emote, change him into the scary Scarecrow. Okay, let's see. Number 1 trending is K-pop. Number 2 trending is K-pop. So, apparently last night was the Minecraft Championship. I'm assuming that's some kind of multiplayer, third-person shooter thing they got going on. Looks like American Ninja Warrior is back. Not much on there either. Huh. Well, I'll just say the trending pages are disappointing. Nothing we haven't already talked about. But that means it's a quiet day, and quiet days aren't always terrible. I'm sure there'll be plenty for me to talk about next time I play. I'm sure this BS with our Republicans is not finished yet. You go up the mountain, or are you not go up the mountain? I need you to commit. Go up the mountain. Committed, go for the mountain. Okay then, I will take that. So I have to say the fact that I'm going to be burning down plants as Ivy is a little ironic. Doesn't count that as an attack. I was just testing to see how it would happen. Did you go flying? Can't read what she says, but whatever. Oh, I can actually upgrade this? Cool. Can I upgrade this? Oh, no, I don't have enough money. If I have my money in here, I can do it. Two main weapons right now, I think. Does that give me enough money? I don't think it does. I need 340, and not even close. Not even close. Listen, cat. Almost there. Doubly almost there. Hold on, lady. I don't have enough yet. Okay, I should have enough after this. Go. What are the dogs doing outside? I dropped my headphones. I gotta test to make sure those are still working because that landed right on the mic. Sorry, one moment. I gotta test to make sure those are still working because that landed right on the mic. Sorry, one moment. Okay. Still working. I ended up breaking my headphones and getting to have to get new ones again. Also, is this storm taking forever or what? It is crawling. Wait, no, just go back to her and see if I have enough. Don't die yet. I don't know how much I may have hurt you when you went flying. Oh no, wait, you went flying with the purple. You shouldn't have gotten hurt at all. I have 210. I am. Oh well. I thought I had 30 something of the wood. So anyway, next time we come on and play here, sometime this week most likely, I think it'll be, tomorrow has evening, that means Thursday I'll have off. So, Thursday we'll have a Fortnite. I have to see what time my appointment is, and then we'll have Fortnite maybe midday. If you want to come on here and talk about LGBT stuff, feel free to come on here live, or talk down in the comments in YouTube, and we'll talk about it there. Tell me about your experiences, but now and whatnot. I don't know what I could share that I haven't already shared. I ain't getting too intimate with y'all. Who are you people? I don't know you. Why are you tip potato chipping? Are you trying to say don't shoot me, or are you trying to dodge? Damn. Is that the same one I killed earlier? She could be so mad. Thank you. Guess I should see how much damage this guy does. because it was hitting to my right. I forgot how much I like this. Is that a bad guy? There's a reason I should be aware of a person on this. On the tree. Also, if y'all go watch Resident Evil, leave a YouTube comment there. Tell me whether or not you think Ethan, what happened to Ethan at the really end, is going to stick, or you think it's not. Tell me what you think about the very ending, where there's this part where I don't want to give it away before you see it, but you're driving away at the very end, and there's a thing to stop there in front of a guy walking up on them. What the hell is that about? Is that just an awkward shot, and it means nothing? Ooh, that's a good hit. That takes out a lot of life. Shoot at. One of these days I'll arrow them out of the air again, like good old days. Force fire. Oh, I was pretty one of my own. Oh well. I could be breaking rocks, I guess. Supposed to destroy rocks. Rocks I need to break. 100. This kind of breaking rocks. Let's see. It's time to test the theory. Looks like a rock kind of breaking it. 79. 80. Yes, it does. Okay. I know I did not get that last shot. Yeah, doesn't count them on that either. We're going to call that a morning. We have 40 minutes more than usual. We will be back in a couple of days for more Fortnite morning. We'll most likely have more to talk about at that time, as well as more Pride activities. Don't know what we'll talk about exactly, but we'll think of something. We may focus on each group of the LGBTQ. We may focus on transgender issues, which are a major focus these days. Who knows? But first, before I go, let's go introduce you to our what we got from Battle Pass, which is not showing up correctly. Well, one of them show up correctly. This is mother. I did early do that. I have this glitch. Which is a pain in my butt. So that's black. That's white. This should be pink. Glitch is a pain in my patootie. Save and exit. Save. Okay, anyway. This is Mecha Cuddle Master. This is the Cuddle, whatever her name is. She went to a different world through a rift, and then came back with its technology, its neo-cyberpunkish anime technology. We believe this is a bare face that is a wide open mouth as her screen, but yeah, there's probably a human in there. She was always a human in a suit. She's got a mech suit going on. She's got some back bling that matches. In fact, her black bling is not the right color either. I have to change all this. That's annoying. This glitch keeps happening where things will change in the unsafe slot. So she comes with this in 3 colors. And we'll show you the other 2 colors. This in 3 colors. And this in 3 colors. Did I change this? I changed this, right? This one says snuggle through space and time. Okay. This one says hearts. Okay. And this one says Nuzzle Jet, really. Featuring a genuine hug blasted mecha strike action. Hugs are nerve and so violent. She doesn't have a fall. Sort of an oversight, but this actually almost matches with this, so I'm letting it go. And then I just gave this for a glider. And I gave this for the falls. She's a mech. She did come, however, with her own wrap, which is supposed to look. I'm assuming that the glowing when you fire is what it is doing, but the fact is that kind of just looks like. See, you can't see really here. Okay, I see. The arrows fill up as you fire. I don't know what that does exactly. I think that's just it. That's this animation. Nothing too special, but very pink. Very cool. In fact, I could actually add this into the LGBT random list. Didn't even think about that. So make sure this is saved correctly. Save correctly. The second version is, I believe, the midnight version. She's midnight. She's got like a darker version on. These, I think, are based partially on the Sentai Rangers, aka Power Rangers suits, and the mech ones that are over in anime a lot. Pretty much the same thing with some black on it. Black shield. I like the black container of hearts. I gave it this for a glider because, I don't know, seemed to match, and then just for her wrap. I forgot to change that, but I'll change that later. Lastly, this one. This one's called Royale, but it's basically looks like Drift Colors Inverted. So I give her drift wraps. It's basically white with a little bit of black and gold in it. I give her a drift glider and Captain Fall. So yeah, that's all I really got that's new. Up and about. Let's actually load what we just did so I'm not lost next time I come in. I don't know if I'll play next time. But we just Ivy, ticket on Ivy. And tomorrow evening will be our next stream. As long as nothing happens, it'll be a Let's Play. I'm thinking Control is the most likely item that we're going to have to play, unless I get on Final Fantasy tonight and wrap that up. That'll be iffy. I work early tomorrow, so I won't be streaming tonight, and I won't be up too late. But if I get bored and I feel like finishing up what I need to finish up so I get Final Fantasy in the in-game, I might do that. So one day we have to finish Final Fantasy 7 so I can start Final Fantasy 7 Intergrade, which is coming out for the PS5 super soon. And because I have Final Fantasy 7 Remake, I get a free upgrade to Intergrade. I won't get the extra side story. I'll have to buy that later when we decide to play it. But I will be able to walk you through the super awesome graphics that'll probably fuzz out in the stream of the upgraded FF7 Remake. And we'll go together to see if they texturize Cloud's untextured door without even numbers on it. I have to say, as much as I love Final Fantasy VII, I was disappointed with all the texture errors it had. It had texture errors during major scenes where, like Aerith's flower garden, where the flowers weren't even textured, and of course there was the untextured door, which was surprisingly on purpose. It looked like it was on purpose. Also, next time I come back in here, it'll be only a few days to the end, but it will be a Thursday, so we'll have more stuff to do. I think my PS4's controller here's pad is getting all clicky. I wonder if it's dirty underneath or if it's falling apart. Who knows? I'm freaking out the broadcast. You guys see me keep doing stuff. I don't know why I keep saying broadcast is only being played. I haven't exited. Anyway, I'm going to exit now. Y'all have a great day and a great evening. I'll see you tomorrow evening for whatever I Let's Play. Peace out and happy Pride Month.